The night was quiet, but not peaceful. The chamber where Leora, Finn, and Seraphine had taken refuge felt heavier than before, as though the shadows themselves were listening. Leora sat close to the dying fire, staring into its last flickering embers. The mark on her hand pulsed faintly, like a heartbeat that wasn't her own. Seraphine's voice broke the silence. This mark you carry is older than any kingdom, older even than the walls we sit within. You must understand what it means before you can control it. Leora looked up, her eyes uncertain. You said it was a spark. A gift, but it feels more like a curse. It burns, it whispers, and when I use it, I don't know if it's me or something else guiding me. Seraphine's silver eyes softened. Both are true. The spark is not a gift freely given. It is a legacy, passed down through generations of those chosen to carry the light against the void, and every bearer has been changed by it. Finn leaned against the wall, his arms crossed, his glowing blade resting near his side. Changed how? You're making it sound like this thing is dangerous. Seraphine's gaze darkened. Because it is. The spark is life and fire, but too much fire consumes. Those who bore it before Leora. Some became heroes, others monsters. The fire in the hearth hissed and went out, leaving only the glow of moonlight through the cracked window. In that silence, faint whispers curled in the air, so soft at first that only Leora noticed them. She froze. The whispers grew clearer. Voices, many voices. They called her name. Leora. Leora. Her chest tightened. She clutched her hand, but the glow only flared brighter. Do you hear that? She whispered. Finn pushed away from the wall, eyes narrowing. Hear what? But Seraphine's face had already gone pale. The echoes, she breathed. The voices of those who came before. They've awakened in you sooner than I feared. The chamber trembled, dust falling from the ceiling. Shadows stirred in the corners, though no wind moved through the room. Leora's pulse raced. The whispers were no longer faint. They were a chorus, rising, echoing through her skull. Some voices were kind, others were cold, filled with rage. They're trying to guide you, Seraphine said, stepping forward, but not all of them can be trusted. Some voices belong to those who fell into darkness. Finn gripped his sword tighter, unease in his eyes. And what happens if she listens to the wrong one? Seraphine's voice was grim. Then the spark becomes the void. Leora fell to her knees, clutching her head. The chamber blurred. For a moment, she wasn't in the room at all. She stood in a vast black expanse, endless and cold, with glowing figures circling her. Some reached toward her with hands of light, others with claws of shadow. One figure, cloaked in silver flame, whispered, "Stand tall, child of the spark. You are our hope." Another, its form dripping in black smoke, hissed, "Hope is a lie. You are ours. Give in, and you will know true power." She screamed, torn between them. Suddenly, a hand pulled her back. It was Seraphine. Her voice cut through the storm of whispers. "Do not give them your fear, Leora. Fear is the void's first chain. Breathe. Remember who you are." With great effort, Leora pulled away from the shadows. The figures dissolved, the expanse shattered, and the chamber returned around her. She collapsed, breathing hard, sweat on her brow. The whispers faded, leaving silence once more. Finn was already kneeling beside her. "You're okay. You're back." His tone was firm, but his eyes betrayed the fear he'd felt. Leora looked up at Seraphine, her voice trembling. "Why me? Why was I chosen for this?" The mentor studied her with sorrow and pride. "Because only those who doubt their strength can be trusted with it. That is the paradox of the spark. And it is also your greatest weapon." Finn shook his head. "So, what now?" "The voices will keep coming, won't they?" Seraphine nodded gravely. "Yes, but you do not have to face them alone. We stand with you, and when the time comes, together, we will silence the echoes." The mark on Leora's hand flared once more, gentle this time, like a promise. She drew a slow breath and whispered to herself, I won't be consumed. I'll make this power mine. But as the fire rekindled in the hearth by some unseen force, Seraphine's eyes shifted toward the window. Somewhere far beyond, in the hills cloaked in night, a pair of glowing eyes watched, and in the silence, a voice, not from the echoes, but from the present, whispered into the dark. She has awakened. Soon, she will be ours. The night grew colder,